for his third win. Matt Morton alongside Eric Frazier in the 69. And the 007 of Clif Bennett. Lightning Lloyd Depew in row 4, row 5, Hunter Jack and Dennis Pierson. Merle Neff, the 37 of Kevin Howard. Joseph Muldoon and Matt Janes. Jerry Mance, Tanner Terry, and the 7 of Keith Barker Jr. Keep your eye on that car. That is your fast qualifier. Keith Barker Jr. electing to start shotgun on the field, trying to run down an extra $100 bonus, courtesy of West End Crimson Parish. He elected to start at the tail, so if he wins it, he'll take the $600 payday plus a $100 bonus for starting at the tail and a $100 bonus for winning as the fast qualifier. So could be an $800 payday for Keith Barker. If the 007 of Clif Bennett wins it, he'll get $700 as he won last night. So if he sweeps the weekend features, he'll get another $100 bonus on top of the $600. Fast qualifier bonus courtesy of Kyle Henry, and a $100 bonus for sweeping the weekend courtesy of Kurt Henry. Also thanks to Chris Rao and Bennett Racing for adding to tonight's purse. All right, race fans, this time around, we're going to go 30 laps of the Smith Enterprise Mini Stock. Stand up at turn 4 and wave them off. Final time on track in 2013 for the 4-cylinder drivers. Wild and crazy action guaranteed in this one. Big money on the line for these guys. Wave them off all the way down the front stretch. They'll wave back to you. $17 cars making the call. Unfortunately, earlier we lost the 8 of Terry Lake after a crash in the heat race. He's not able to get back out. So we'll go with 17 cars for 30 laps. Timmy Howard, Tim Bertoia Jr., couple of Tims on the front row. Here we go. Green flag. Bertoia having a tough start there. He drops a couple of spots already, back to 4th as Morton slides by. Bennett and Howard, your early leaders. Timmy Howard in the 51 has it. Bennett chasing him through turn 4. Three wide. Bertoia stuck up high. Fuzz in the middle. Frazier down low. Keep your eye on the 007 of Bennett and the 69 of Frazier as they start to work to the front. Starting farther back, the 007 Bennett already to 4th. Frazier trying to get 5th. On the back stretch, Timmy Howard still your leader. Bennett, Morton, your top 3. Keith Barker Jr. having trouble with traffic in the 7. Unable so far to make any progress. Just picked up 1 spot. Now trying to get around Tanner Terry in the 5. So Barker maybe biding his time a little too much back there. Battles on up front. Chris Bennett in the 11. Down to the inside of Howard. 2 by 2 for the front 2 rows there is now Clif Bennett to the inside of Matt Morton. Frazier trying to follow him through. Clif Bennett now up to the 3rd spot. Frazier wants 4th. Still side by side. Timmy Howard hanging on. Chris Bennett now noses out in front for the first time. The 11 of Bennett. And he's going to get some help from Clif Bennett as he gives him a little push into turn 3. New leader, the 11 of Chris Bennett. Oh, and he spins it in front of the field. Caution is out. Your leader, Chris Bennett, lost it. From the lead, Chris Bennett. Coming to the restart. 24 laps to go. Timmy Howard going to try to hold off Clif Bennett, Frazier, and Morton. Green flag, we're back racing. Bennett, just like that on the outside, now slips in 1 and 2, allows Howard. Here comes Frazier to the inside. Clif Bennett slipped a little. Now he might lose the second spot to Frazier. Those two battled all the way to the finish last night. Bennett now makes it 3 wide on the backstretch, and he gets loose, and he saves it. Clif Bennett with the save, but he drops 4 spots all the way to 6th. New leader, 69 of Eric Frazier. Timmy Howard in the 51. Has to drop in a second. Here comes Morton. Starting to put pressure on him for that second spot. Keith Barker Jr., your fast qualifier, finally starting to make some progress now as he is in the 10th position, starting to work over the 2 of Lightning Lloyd Depew for 9th. Oh, spinner in 1 and 2, Tanner Terry around. Lightning Lloyd Depew 9th, and Keith Barker Jr., your fast qualifier now, up into the 10th position. Green flag, we're back underway. Good looking start. But Frazier now able to pull out ahead of Howard. Bertoia once again wide. 3 wide in the middle. Dennis Pierson, he gets out of it, says, I don't want any part of this. Clif Bennett and Bertoia will stay side by side off turn 4. Battle side by side for second between Fuzz and the 67, the 51 of Howard. Advantage Fuzz right now. '67 of Fuzz, Foulk up the second. Here comes Bennett back to the inside. The 007 not done yet. Had fallen back. Now he's all the way up to third, wants second. 13 laps in, 17 to go. Eric Frazier starting to check out in that number 69. Bennett finally clears into second after he gets around his team car. In the 67, Howard back there in fourth, Bertoia fifth. Barker now out of nowhere up to 6th. Your fast qualifier, Keith Barker Jr. up to the 6th position and has 4 cars running single file right in front of him. Matt Morton back on track, making some passes as he gets around the 2 of Depew. Now he goes after the 24 of Muldoon. Matt Morton back up into the top 10. Jerry Mann's in the 10, calls it an evening as he pulls off. Lap traffic up ahead of the leaders. The 4 of Matt James running at the back of the pack right now. Frazier still has a half a straightaway clear in front. 17 laps in now, 13 to go. Barker worked his way into the top 5 a lap ago, got around Bertoia. He's actually 6th now. Frazier down and around James. Bennett noticeably starting to close it a little bit, a couple of tenths a lap now. Clif Bennett trying to make a race out of it. Lightning Lloyd Depew in the 2 off track, and the 5 car 51 of Howard spinning out of the 5th spot. Keith Barker Jr., your fast qualifier, had finally made it up into the top 5. running for that 4th position with Timmy Howard. Contact was made. The 7 of Barker tapping out. He admitted that was his fault, so he'll go to the tail. Field works its way off turn 4 on the gas. Green flag. Your front 2 quickly separating themselves. Tanner Terry in the 5 pulls off, calls it an evening. Oh, and Matt Morton goes around in the number 10. They were battling 3 wide. Chris Bennett, Hunter Jack in the 10 of Morton. He keeps it going, but we have a caution. Frazier and Bennett once again on the front row. 12 laps to go in this one. Green flag, we're back racing. Bennett and Frazier still side by side off of 4. Frazier down low, Bennett up high. At the line, Bennett leads that lap by a fender. Still has a wheel out in front now. Frazier draws even. Bennett once again having his issues on the backstretch. Still able to maintain. Heck of a race up front. 10 laps to go as Bennett once again leads at the line. Frazier not giving up down low. Draws even again on the backstretch. Fuzz, Howard, and Bertoia still your top 5. Bennett still can't clear as Frazier, now Bennett wide again in turn 2. Back and forth just like last night. The 007 battles the 69 of Frazier. A little bit of contact. Frazier gets loose. They keep it straight. Now here comes Fuzz. As your leaders continue to run side by side, the 67 creeps into the picture. He's now right on the back bumper of Frazier, who has to fall in line behind Bennett. Three-car breakaway, then a battle for 4th between Bertoia and Howard. Advantage Bertoia right now as he works up to the 4th position. Barker and Morton continue to march back through the field. Keith Barker, your fast qualifier, up to 8th now as he catches the 71 of Pierson for 7th. Morton 1 spot behind him, as now we're just 5 laps from the finish. 25 laps in the books. Bennett high on the backstretch. Frazier. Frazier with a good run back to the inside again. Clif Bennett. Looked like for a moment he was in control, but now Frazier cooled the tires back off, now making another run at it. They're close quarters action at 3 and 4. Bennett slips wide, Frazier to the lead. 3 laps to go. They go back and forth again. Frazier now to the front. Bennett right on his back bumper. Bennett takes to the inside. They're going to be side by side off of 4 again. 2 laps to go at the line. Bennett with a good run, this time off of 2 and down the backstretch. Matt James directly ahead, about 10 car lengths, but just 1 lap to go now. White flag as Bennett slips. Clif Bennett desperately trying to run him down the backstretch. Not going to be enough. Takes to the inside and checkered flag in the air. It's Eric Frazier taking it over Clif Bennett. Fuzz hangs on for 3rd. Bertoia, Timmy Howard, Keith Barker Jr., Hunter Jack, Dennis Pierson, and Matt Morton. Finally, Chris Bennett, the last car, completing the top 10 finishers. Fifth Enterprise mini stock feature, final one of the 2013 season, and it goes to Eric Frazier in the 69. Pretty obvious the last couple days that this car and the 007 were the class of the field, almost exactly the opposite of what happened last night. He pressured you and into making a mistake, and it got away from you. This time, it looked like he got around you, it was going to be over, and then all of a sudden, you made him make the mistake.
Don't tell me it's your house. I'll watch you and watch your mistakes.
Yeah, great run for you. You got the big money tonight. None of the bonus money, but still $600. Pretty good payday in one of these cars.
One of my goals this year was to win at every track, and this was one on the bucket list. And my entire family, my crew guy, did something weird, and it worked out. Got to thank him because he makes it fast.
Awesome job. Congratulations to Eric Frazier, your winner.